module, the first U.S. component of the space station. Zarya, the Russian functional cargo block module, had been flown to orbit a few weeks earlier on a Russian Proton rocket from Kazakhstan. After Endeavour's rendezvous with Zarya, mission specialist Nancy Curry used the shuttle's robotic arm to capture Zarya and mated it to Unity, completing the very first ISS assembly operation.
Houston Endeavour, we have capture of Zarya.
Weak copy. Congratulations to the crew of the good ship Endeavour. That's terrific.
Several days later, Endeavour's crew became the first to board the new International Space Station. Mission Commander Bob Cabana and Russian cosmonaut Sergei Krikalev opened the hatches and entered the new international outpost together.
We are so pleased and excited and proud to be a part of the team that made this happen, and our special thanks to all the ISS folks, all their hard work. We remember when Unity was just an aluminum shell, and it is a truly fine piece of hardware.
When Endeavour made its next trip to the International Space Station on STS-97 in late November 2000, the space station was occupied by the Expedition 1 crew, and Endeavour became the first shuttle to visit a crew aboard the station. During STS-97, Endeavour was used to deliver and install the first set of U.S. solar arrays. The hatches stayed closed between Endeavour and the station for 5 days to allow the shuttle crew to conduct 3 spacewalks from Endeavour's airlock. After the EVAs were completed, the hatches were opened, and the crew of Expedition 1 welcomed its visitors.
The crew requests permission to come aboard.
Endeavour, permission granted. Endeavour arriving.
On April 19, 2001, Endeavour headed to orbit on STS-100. The mission delivered a new era in space robotics to the station, the 58-foot-long Canadarm2. Endeavour's crew performed the first operations in history using 2 robotic arms in space working together. Endeavour's robotic arm plus the new station arm to complete the mission. Dual robotics operations would become a mainstay of future station construction. Near the end of the mission, as the big arm handed its carrier to Endeavour's robotic arm, it marked the first robotic handshake in space. Between 2003 and 2006, Endeavour received a series of upgrades and safety modifications. Its first flight after those upgrades was STS-118 in August 2007. The mission was a fitting one for Endeavour, as the crew included mission specialist and educator astronaut Barbara Morgan, who served as the backup teacher in space to Krista McAuliffe, who was lost in the Challenger accident. Morgan made her historic flight aboard Endeavour to fulfill McAuliffe's legacy.
Some of my mentors that have meant more than anything to me are 7 very special people who I believe are mentors to you too. And that was the Challenger crew. They were my teachers, and I believe they are teaching us today still.
When Endeavour completes its final mission, it will have traveled more than 115 million miles during 25 trips to space. It will have carried 139 different people into orbit. Although Endeavour was the final space shuttle to be built, its career has been one of firsts, and its legacy will be one of opening humanity's greatest eye on the universe and expanding the space frontier for nations around the world.
For an out-of-this-world space laboratory.
Houston Endeavour, roll program.
Roger, roll, Endeavour.